Hello everyone, Komoto here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Mega Man 2. We are finally taking on Dr. Wily. Once again, this time it is new and improved patent pending Wily Fortress. Another incredibly memorable song from Mega Man 2. Wily Fortress 1. I don't remember. Oh, right. I know what's coming up next. Pippies! Ow! That's why no one likes Pippies. The easy way to deal with this is to just use the leaf shields. Even if the egg should hatch, all the Pippies will run into your leaf shield and will die. Very sweet, I might add. And now we have to deal with a wall. Let's use item 1 first. It's a carry platform. It lasts for a short while, but that's all you really need to use it for. Nice. I could use item 2 to go over all of this, but I kind of want to save item 2. Let's get another use of item 1. I have an extra life there. That'd be very nice to get. Now for this one, we're gonna want to use item 3. Yeah, as long as you're not standing on item 3, it will go down. As long as you are standing on item 3, it will go up. That's pretty much the main use for item 3 for the Fortress levels, as far as I'm aware of. Now we have to deal with standalone Sniper Joe. This one, we're using the quick boomerang. Do I kind of want to prioritize the leaf shield. Now for this Sniper Joe here, we're going to want to use the bubble lead. As if I want to avoid getting hit, well, I can't get close enough to really use the quick boomerang. 5 shots of bubble leak does him in. And take my word for it, the bubble leak can hurt those guys. And now we have this section. Item 1 is required here, but you also need to be careful of how you use item 1. As if your first platform is too high, you will not have enough room to actually make use of the 4th platform to get to the ladder. Just gonna ignore the tellies here. And we've made it to the top. Now we can breach the fortress proper. Take a few jumps for luck. And across the pit. Huh? Auto-scrolling. Holy fluff! Giant Mecha Dragon! You do not I always seem to do that once per playthrough. I do not know why. Oh, help me, goddess. Oh, jeez. There is no excuse for that, really. Oh boy. The something. Have to go up here again. I don't know what it is. I always seem to fail to. I always seem doomed to fall into that pit at least once. I cannot tell you why that curse is there. It is simply there. It's not that long of a trick to get back up to the top there. I'm just kind of missing the use of item 1. Let's try this again, shall we? With a little more finesse. a little more gusto, if you will. I think it's the auto-scrolling. The auto-scrolling always screws me up. Anyway, you do not actually want to run into the Mecha Dragon here. For whatever reason, that is a one-hit kill. Anyway, the Mecha Dragon here is incredibly weak to the Quick Boomerang because it does not have any invincibility frames. You can also use the Atomic Fire if you wanted to, but why would you do that when the Quick Boomerang is cheaper, more efficient, and easier to use, really? But now we are at Wily Fortress 2. In which we still have a rocking track. We have a large weapon energy here. Definitely want to use that for the item 1. And this time we're actually going to want to get out of metal blades here. And for this part, let's grab our rocket boards and fly our way across the pit of spikes. Item 2 is required for this part, so you know. Grab ourselves an energy tank there. I should be maxed out now. And down here we have an extra life and pity energy for refilling item number 2. But that's pretty much the last we'll ever really... No, it's not actually. I'm lying. But for the next use of item 2, we're actually not going to be needing it all that much. And for the rest of the stage, you can just switch to the metal blades. Extra life and, mistiming of invincibility frames. Oh dear. This is going to be bad. I do not have enough, Oh, actually, well, these guys are here specifically so you can grind weapon energy for the item 2. We also have this large energy here. Is that going to be enough? It'll barely be enough. Let's give this a few shots. If not, I'll just have to take the top path. Ah! Sweet, delicious weapon energy. Rocket board, save me! This is all because I'm recording myself, I assure you. It has to be. Except for that part where I followed the pit before the Mecha Dragon boss fight. I wasn't kidding about that. Anyway, as I was gonna say, we can stick to the metal blades for the rest of this part. Extra life in an energy tank over there if you want to use your Crash Bomber. I don't, mainly because, well, I need to save my Crash Bomber. And now we have this part. With, moles. Great. They're also the one thing that, one of the few things that the metal blade does not actually really work on. Surprisingly enough. For whatever reason. Now we have these again. Oh, right, this is what this is what item 3 was used for. I'm just making all sorts of mistakes, aren't I? I'm not gonna make it, not gonna make it! Ow! I need a higher start. Ow. That was unavoidable. It was unavoidable at that point. Now, this is really tricky. Whew. So go back onto the metal blades and drop down to a courtesy platform. At least they were kind enough to give us this, right? The large energy, do I want that? Kind of, yeah. Wait for item 1 to run out. Get back onto the metal blades. Ugh. That made me jump, actually. Now we have this boss, which is... I have no idea what the name of this thing is. It's like some sort of, Pico block something or whatever. The room is your enemy, basically. It's weak to the metal blades. Ow. This thing does a lot of damage to you, though. My, your luck is terrible today, isn't it? Well, I got my metal blades charged up again. I'm almost out of leaf shield, surprisingly enough. And get out the item number 1 again. Will this be enough? Ow. Get back onto the metal blades. I'm not even at the hard stages, the more annoying stages yet. I'm screwing up this badly. The fluff is up with that? I know what it is. It's my overconfidence I can defeat this boss without using an energy tank. My first time through, I might add. Seem to have a real bad karma with this game and doing things in the first try. It's one of those things I just cannot explain. Anyway, this is I was gonna say this is how a competent player deals with this enemy, but no, I'm not competent at all. This is one disasterific fortress run, I'll have you know. And we've only just made it to stage 3. Okay then, energy tank and large weapon energy if you want to really waste your crash bomber, but again, I strongly recommend against that. So I'm gonna charge up the leaf shields. What do I really need to charge up more? Bell blades. I should have charged up the item number 2, but well, we have more spikes again, and more underwater. We're in the sewers. There's supposed to be a giant chopper fish there, like the one here, but for some reason it doesn't always show up, even on difficult. I don't know what to tell you there. Now we have a spike drop. That's always nerve-wracking. Mind your sliding momentum here. Hold to the right. Because, yeah, that's totally fair. Let's see if I can't get any energy for the, well, thank you. Yeah, we're already at the boss. Really short stage there. Just has a lot of threat of instant death. And now it is time to go total tank against the Guts Dozer? Again, no invincibility frame, so it is really weak to the quick boomerang. Yeah, that existed. Wily Stage 4, most infamous stage in the entire fortress, I'll have you know. Ah, Currency Energy, just what I wanted. I believe there is a reason they are giving us this weapon energy. Well, for the time being, let's get out the bubble lead. Ow. There is a trick to this whole thing, by the way. Trick floors. Yes, trick floors. The only reason to go to the left there is to get an extra life, and as much as I don't want to say it, I'm probably going to have to press my chances a bit here. It's awfully tempting, but the way my luck has been going, there you have it. And this is pretty much the sole reason why the bubble lead goes along the ground. For this stage and this stage only, to find hidden pitfalls. Like, for example, this pit of spikes is oddly suspicious. Also an energy tank there, but I'm still full on energy tanks. How odd. And we've made it through the bubble lead part. And now for where we're going to be using the leaf shield. Not so much for this first part, though, because we can pretty much entirely skip all 3 tellies here. That could have been disastrous. Round 2 here is... well, has no enemies. You can use the item to get up here faster, but I have no problem waiting for the platform. Just try to avoid getting crushed. Although I'm not sure if you actually can get crushed there. I've never been curious enough to try. Now for this part, get out your leaf shield and wait. This would have been awfully handy in Crashman stage, let me tell you. But I went for Airman first. And I would say I have no regrets, but then I look at my current Fortress run and, yeah. Up down here. And for this part, you can either do, I believe you can do a really, really precise jump to actually get across there, or you can just take the easy way out and use item number 2. Which is the way I highly recommend that you do so. And now for the part down here. Get out your air shooter, because we have a bunch of Walker Joes to deal with. This is entirely fair enemy placement. Yeah, I believe there is another Walker over here. Actually, wait, no, there's not. It's just an ordinary Sniper Joe. And now, for the single most infamous boss in the entire game, Blue Beam Trap. This is a puzzle boss. It is only weak to the Crash Bomber. How many shots of Crash Bomber do you have? 7. How many shots do you need if you want to clear this in one run? 7. For love's sake. Also, the sprite flicker doesn't help here, especially since it knocks you back. It feels like it, because of the sprite flicker and the little bit of slowdown it comes with it, it knocks you back extra far. And this is all there is to the boss. And yes, I did just dodge the Blue Beam Trap shots. It's just really hard to do, and you also need really good timing to do it. Phew! And one last spin. And I missed? No! Ah, just kidding. The explosion, fortunately, does kill the Blue Beam Trap too. And that's out of the way. We are almost done, though. Fortunately, we are almost done. However, it is time for everyone's favorite part of a Mega Man game. It's boss rush time. Dr. Wily teleport system, energy equals infinite. Well, Wally me. It's boss time. Get ready. Whew. Well then. All 8 bosses defeated, and now it is time for Wily Machine number 2. Which honestly doesn't look all that much impressive from the first one. It is weak to fully charged atomic fire, though. If I actually manage to pull it off. And that's defeated. And now for stage 2, which is... I believe it's weak to the quick boomerang because it doesn't really have much in the way of invincibility frames, but I wonder. Yeah, you could use the metal blades too. Why not? Also gives you the opportunity of helping the dodge of shots. Which you should try to avoid jumping over, I should add. That's the only way you can really hit this boss is by jumping over it. But we are not quite done yet. It's surprise final boss time. And there's no music here. Get out your bubble lead and veer to the right. I'm okay! You can actually be off-center from the camera in this stage, which is actually kind of handy for evading the acid drops there. The acid drops do quite a bit of damage, to about 1/4 to 1/3 of your health, so avoid them. And now it is time to deal with... Wily? Transform. He's an alien! Oh! Oh, this boss is actually kind of obnoxious for some reasons here. He does quite a bit of damage, especially if you run into him. But the main thing that makes him obnoxious, the only weapon that works on him, is the bubble lead. Every other weapon will actually heal the jerk. So, it's not a matter that this boss isn't hard, it's just the fact of the matter that if you happen to run out of bubble leads, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to get the game over to refresh your weapon energy. Fortunately, like the metal blades and the quick boomerang, you actually do get multiple uses of bubble lead per weapon energy. 2 per. So you'll have plenty of energy to deal with him. If you take your time and, well... pick your shots carefully. He only flies around in a figure 8 pattern, though, which is kind of unthreatening. Again, though, if you make contact with him, you take half your health and damage. But we've defeated him! Oh, it was just a hologram all along. You can stop now, Wily. I'm not impressed by your sparkles. Space background is gone. Oh, there we go. I'm not worthy! I'm not worthy! And with that, we have cleared Mega Man 2! And Mega just decides to take a leisurely walk through the seasons. Atomic Fire for Fall. I guess Mega's just had enough of this and wants to go home, like the first game. Bubble lead for winter. It's actually kind of convenient, though. You can actually make your own snowballs and stuff with the bubble lead. Flash stopper for spring. Time stopper for spring, I suppose. And air shooter for, well, I think it's supposed to be summer. I don't remember it raining in summer all that much, though. Then again, I live in a desert. What purpose does this ending serve, might I add? Oh well. See you in 6 more games. Or 8. But that's it for Mega Man 2, which is considered to be the greatest in the Mega Man series, the classic Mega Man series. I can honestly see where they're coming from, but at the same time, I kind of have to question how great this game really is. It definitely is improvement over Mega Man 1, but especially with some of the stage designs, if you take those into account, I'm just not really all that sure. You have Quickman stage with his force beams of death, Crashman with his incredibly long vertical stage that no one really likes, Heatman's infamous disappearing blocks section, which is the whole reason for the song Airman Godhouse and I. Wily Fortress 4 with the boo-beam trap, and honestly, I don't really see it all that much. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, I'm just questioning how great it might actually be. The weapons, on the other hand, though, they are pretty fun to use once you know actually how to use them. Still kind of situational, though, but they're still pretty fun to use. And I hate you recording lag for interrupting the awesome theme music. Which is a nice segue to the point here. The music in this game actually is pretty good, I will give it that. You got Flashman's theme, Heatman's theme, Wily Fortress 1, which a lot of people will say is overexposed. Still a pretty good theme, though. You even have this theme here, which is the opening and ending theme. So yeah, Mega Man 2 has a really good soundtrack. And that's about all I can really say about it, so play for yourself and decide your own opinions is the best thing I can really say. And I will see you in the next Let's Play project. Take care now.